Hey, everybody, what's up? What's up? Welcome to tonight's Success Connection. If you can hear me, just say yes, yes, yes. I want to see lots of yeses in the chat box. I am going to attempt the webcam tonight, guys. We'll see how it goes. First of all, I probably look like I'm 12 years younger. I'm in, how many of you think I look a little bit younger? Just give me a yes. I know. My wife just told me I look like I was 15. I shaved. I have a beard trimmer here in Destin, Florida. So I came down to our condo in Destin just to stay here. Came down last week and said, hey, I'm gonna sit in my house. I'm not gonna move, but I'd rather sit and just look at the beach, right? And so anyway, and by the way, welcome Chloe and Sophie to tonight's Success Connection. They've made their presence known instantly. But anyway, I used my beard trimmer here, and it's been a long time since I've been in Florida, and I forgot the number that it was supposed to be on. And so I used the same number that I use at home. And long story short, which I've made a long story, I have shaved off my beard to, where I barely have one, and it's I feel weird. So yeah. Anyway, it's different, but we're here, and that's awesome, and that's all that matters. I want to welcome everybody to the Success Connection. Listen, if you're a new student, thank you so much for spending your Thursday night with us. If you're an existing student, thank you for spending your Thursday night with us. We've got a lot to go over tonight, a lot to cover tonight, a lot of awesome things. Obviously, for new students, super important that you understand that this is not a continuation of any courses. So if you've bought a course from us, whether it be, gosh, one of a million courses, right? I could go on and on about all the courses, but no matter what course you have purchased from us, please note that this is not a continuation of that course or that training. This is something completely different, completely separate, where we build businesses together, we work together. That's why it's called the Success Connection. And we do hopefully anyway, we do awesome things, right? So please note that this is not a continuation of any of your courses, okay? I want to address obviously the craziness in the world right now. Since we last were together last week, this coronavirus has made a significantly larger impact on the world in the last 7 days. I know that a lot of you are logging on from all over the world, and thoughts and prayers are with each and every one of you. Hopefully you do not know someone who has been affected by this, and hopefully you haven't been affected yourself by it. I would like to encourage you, because I do have a platform and I am able to speak and talk to a lot of people. I would like to encourage you to listen to the world, right, as they speak, and practice social distancing. Don't go out unless you have to. Don't go places that you don't need to be right now. And if you know young people, millennials especially, right, that are not taking this seriously, do your best to mention to them and to guide them and teach them. That's kind of how society works, right? When we're young, we're taught by people with more wisdom and more experience than us what we should do in life. And I think right now more than ever, we have quite a few young people that need to be taught and need to be shown a little bit of wisdom that maybe they don't have access to at their current age. So, stay safe, stay inside. This too will pass. I did some Facebook Lives on this inside of the Facebook group, and which, by the way, if you're a member of the Facebook group, please go in and let everybody know that we're live. And then once you do that, type the number 5 in the chat box here. So if you're in our Facebook group, go let everybody know we're live. Get on this webinar, hang out with us tonight. Let's do something positive that can make a difference in people's lives, make a difference in the way people are thinking tonight. That's where I see lots and lots of 5s coming in. Post it in the group, let them know we're live. And here's the thing, I mentioned this in there, and I won't harp on it too much because I want to change topic. I want to focus on what we've got to do tonight. There's some awesome stuff that we've got put together for you. Roger is on here live with us, so we've got a lot of cool things going on. But it is important to me to kind of push you guys and give you the right information and the things that maybe people in our circle are seeing. Look, you can take this and you can freak out about it, and you can scream and holler about it. And you can say, I want to be able to do what I want to do and go where I want to go and all this stuff. But just remember, like, this will pass. And those of us that stay focused and stay motivated and really dig in, right, with our businesses and with our education and with positivity, when we come out on the other side of this, we're going to be different people. We're going to have a much greater appreciation for the smaller things in life, right? For the things that we take so much for granted. My wife and I were just talking about, there's a really popular place here that we love to go eat pasta. It's called Pazzo's. It's right down the street from us. And I mean, literally, I can look out my window down the beach line and see it, but I'm scared to go there. I'm scared to walk out of, I'm scared to go out of my condo. And man, like just a big smack in the face of reality, right? That when we get on the other side of this, we'll be so excited and so thankful for each and everything that we have, the ability to go to Starbucks and get a coffee, the ability to go to your favorite restaurant. But right now, what we need to do is we need to focus on what we can do to better ourselves and what we can do to create an opportunity so that, listen, working from home, having your own business, being able to be your own boss, all of that stuff, you hear me talk about this all the time freedom, freedom to do what you want to do, freedom to not have people tell you what to do, all this stuff. But here's the thing, one of the biggest benefits of working from home right now is that we don't have to choose whether or not we're going to go to work and put ourselves at risk or not. We don't have a boss in a company that's going to be telling us, oh my gosh, if you don't come to work, we've got to lay you off, or hey, we can't open our business, so we've got to lay you off. And look, we can't hate on the business owners that have to make those tough decisions. They don't want to do that, but they've got a business to run, and they can't run it if they can't open, right? It's a terrible situation that everyone is in, but I want you to also understand that this can be that moment for you. This can be that shift and that change and that moment in your life where you say, I'm going all in. I'm going to build my internet business. I'm going to have the success that I want. I'm going to have the success that I desire, and I'm going to have the success that I need, right? That I need for myself, for my family, for my future. And I can tell you, there's no better motivator than reasons, right? And that's very, very true. When you have true reasons to do something, they become the biggest motivators and the best motivators you'll ever see. And this is a true reason. When I started my first business, it was because of a disaster in my family, right? And I can tell you right now, I took that disaster and I turned it into a multiple million-dollar business, hundreds of millions of dollars business over the last 15 years. You can do the same thing with your situation right now. All you've got to do is put your mind to it, be in the right place at the right time, stay focused, stay positive, and spend this time training yourself, educating yourself, teaching yourself how to make a living on the internet and how to do it the right way, okay? And that's the reason why I'm here. That's the reason why Roger's here. We're here to help you, and we're going to be here each and every week. We're not going anywhere. We're quarantined in the house. Roger's quarantined in his house, but guess what? We're still plugging away. We're still pushing forward, and we're still going to help all of you have massive success, all right? So I want to address it. How many of you are with me? Just give me a big yes in the chat box if you're with me. I just want to know everybody's with me. We're all on the same page. We're all tracking. We're all doing good things. We're all going to stay positive. We're not going to freak out. We're not going to scream and holler. We're not going to cry. We're just going to use this time to get better, right? So that we can come out on the other end of this smarter, more educated, and more capable people when it comes to building our internet business. I see lots of you saying yes. Very good. Okay, so sorry we had a little bit of a long intro tonight, but hey, things happen. There's lots of stuff going on. I'm going to address one other thing super quick, and then I've got a list of 7 things here that have to be done tonight, but some awesome stuff that we're going to give you and that we're going to take care of. I do want to address one thing very quickly, and that is that some of you got an email from Ricky on our team. I saw we made a post in the group about it. Lots of you have sent those emails to me, and lots of you have said, hey, why is Ricky emailing me? I'm going to breeze through this really quickly, and then we're getting into our training. Ricky used to work for us. He was an independent contractor. He came on sometimes on this webinar. He did our Mastery Funnel Club trainings and our Mastery Funnel Club funnels. Ricky took it upon himself because we had to give him access to this GoToWebinar platform to teach you guys. There's a little button when you're on this webinar and when you register for it that lets him download, or lets anybody that's a presenter, download the list of people that were here. In January, we parted ways with Ricky because he reached out to students and was selling his services to those students. And you guys know that I'm very protective. I'm extremely protective of my students. If anyone on my staff ever tried to sell you their services, I would fire them. So as you can imagine, that situation did not end well. Ricky is no longer with us. I did not know that he downloaded some of our email addresses here for people who were registered for our trainings. So that is why you got that email. I immediately spent the last 48 hours, number one, filing legal action against him, and number two, making sure that his MailChimp account that he used to mail you was shut down, and number three, informing him of all of the laws that are in place around this country and around the world when it comes to spamming and sending unsolicited emails. So we will do a better job in the future of safeguarding the ability for people that work for us and work with us to have access to ever be able to send you an email. But I do believe that if I can bring my team on here and let them help you, like I've got Roger and you guys see Nick all the time and you used to see Ricky, I believe if I can bring my team on here, that a team of people can do for you a lot more than one person can. Unfortunately, sometimes people just simply don't do the right thing. And in those cases, sometimes there are consequences that must be faced, and that's the way this will be. So don't freak out. None of your information was compromised. Literally, there's just a button in here that lets him grab the email addresses and send them. I do not think you will be getting another email from him about this. I can assure you that there will absolutely be consequences to follow. So with that said, let's get into tonight's training now that I've spent 15 minutes talking about coronavirus and about why Ricky thinks that he is delusional about things. So we will now move on to actual teaching and training. Go figure, all right? So let's talk about some cool stuff that we got going on tonight, because I'm actually pretty excited about this, and hopefully you will be too once you see it. Boom. Okay, so this is my little whiteboard. You guys know this. If you've been with me for a long time, you know that my whiteboard is my best friend. It's always my best friend when I'm doing my trainings. And what we've talked about in the last few weeks, okay, is this funnel. And in fact, what I'll do is I'll just draw it again for you really quickly, okay? Because I think it will be a little bit easier for you to see. It's your newsletter funnel, okay? And essentially what this newsletter funnel is and what this means and the reason why we have this, okay, is that we have an opt-in page, okay? So we have an opt-in page where we collect email addresses. Okay, so we collect an email address, and then what we're doing is we're sending people over to a page, okay, and this becomes a sales page for our newsletter, okay, for our newsletter. All right, so there's a sales page for our newsletter. So there'll be a lot of stuff in here, maybe an image, all this kind of stuff, where people can buy access to your newsletter, okay? Now, you might be thinking to yourself, well, wait a minute, Anthony, I don't have a newsletter, and why would I want to do a newsletter? Well, because people pay money for newsletters, and you're in the business of making money. How many of you are with me on that? Say yes, okay? I want to see lots of yeses coming in. It doesn't matter what the product is. Let's just get on the same page. I'm only going to teach you the stuff that works, right? Now, the cool thing about these opt-in pages is that you can have multiple types, because if your newsletter is, let's just say IM, okay, which that just means internet marketing related, then that means you can have an opt-in page about Amazon. You can have an opt-in page about Pinterest, okay? You can have an opt-in page about affiliate marketing, okay? You can have an opt-in page about Shopify. In other words, you can create all these different opt-in pages across all these different little niches and little industries, okay? And when you do that, you bring in all these people that are interested in all these different things, you opt them into your email list, and then you take them onto your sales page. Of course, if somebody buys, then they get the newsletter, okay? They become a newsletter buyer, okay? They become a newsletter buyer, and that is what your real goal is. You want them to become a newsletter buyer, okay? Now, obviously, what you need is you need a newsletter to deliver to them. You need the opt-in page, you need the sales page, and there's one little thing that bridges this gap, okay? So we call this, let's put it in here, we call this the premium. What's gonna help get people over here? It's the premium, okay? Well, my pen wouldn't work. So anyway, that says premium. It was giving me trouble. So there's the premium. It's the free thing, okay? It's something that's free, all right? And so what we did was last week, we kind of showed you some of these pages and we gave you the image of a premium, and now we've actually built that premium out for you. So I'm about to dive into this, show you guys what this looks like. If you're a new student, then you'll see this for the first time tonight. If you're an existing student, then you've already seen this once or twice, but you'll continue to see it as we build this out. So check this out, guys. This would be page one. This is the opt-in page, okay? This is the opt-in page for your newsletter business. Can everybody see this just fine? Just give me a big yes if you see it just fine, okay? Very good. I see lots and lots of yeses. Well, this is a good thing. Okay, so as long as everybody sees it fine, we're in good shape. Now, what I gave you last week, okay, was just this page, which literally has the design element, all of that on there, okay? I have now written out this ebook for you, and we'll be giving you this ebook tonight, okay? So you'll be getting this ebook tonight. So check this out. 3 reasons why you should not start an Amazon business. Look at this. We've written it. Why I closed my $3 million online business. We go through this entire thing and talk about the truth about drop shipping and e-commerce. Then we talk about my new life as an affiliate marketer, okay? These are, by the way, this is an awesome, awesome, awesome angle. So you guys are gonna love this. It gets results. Roger will talk to you a little bit more about those results in just a minute, but you're gonna freak out when you see the results. All right, it talks about diving in. Then it gives you the 3 reasons why you should not start an Amazon business. Number 1, it's not beginner friendly, okay? We talk in here a lot about why it's not beginner friendly and why we feel like it's probably not the smartest thing to do. Then we come down here, number 2, price wars. So we talk about why what happens on Amazon is sellers get into these big price wars, right? And they start with all this, you know, your price is this and my price is that. And what happens is the big players in the marketplace win because they got more money and they can buy things cheaper so they can sell them cheaper. So we talk about that, price wars. And then number 3 is we talk about the financial investment and the cash flow. And we kind of just break all this stuff out. Now, here's the deal. None of you are trying to start an Amazon business. That's not what I teach. So you don't really have to understand what's in this book and why it's in this book. Here's what you need to understand. This book kind of pushes people, okay, to want to do affiliate marketing. And the reason that we do that is because affiliate marketing is a much easier piece for you to talk about inside of your newsletter. Does that make sense to everybody? Just give me a big yes if that makes sense. Okay. All right. Very good. Lots of people saying yes. So this topic though, and this angle has absolutely crushed it for us. So basically people will get this free ebook, okay, when they opt in. And of course, then they will go to a sales page. Now, we have made many, many, many different opt-in pages for you. As you can see right here, there's 7 different opt-in pages created by students. So we're actually going to buy some more of those tonight from some of our students as well. So you're going to get even more. So currently you have 8 different opt-in pages available. And tonight, for the first time ever, you are going to get the 3 reasons why you should not start an Amazon business ebook. Roger, I know you're on here. Just tell everybody how successful this angle has been for us with our current offers.
Yeah, I don't think I could do a okay, all right. First of all, I'll say we've 3x'd our budget on this. So at one point we were spending maybe about $1,000 a day. With this angle, we were able to go to about $3,000 to $4,000 a day and spend. That's actually not even counting YouTube, which was able to scale as well. I'm not even sure exactly what those numbers are. So that's the first thing. The second thing is If you look at the ads that we are running, this is pretty much the only angle for Partner with Anthony that we are running right now. And we've even talked about how this will look with different products. This angle, using it for different products. Even Anthony's brother Adrian is talking about how he can use this angle to his advantage as well. And then third, I'll just mention I have tested this angle, and this is specifically for those that read the PWA newsletter. I've tested this angle with no images of Anthony, a landing page with no images, doesn't even talk about Partner with Anthony. It's just an image of literally, you'll see this if you read the newsletter. I literally put an image of a sunset as an image. And then on the landing page, just that image of a sunset. And I just used this messaging and just talked about, hey, here's why you shouldn't do this, and here's why you should get into affiliate marketing. And that is getting me like $2-3 a lead. So all around, even if you don't use the Anthony's branding, this angle is just crushing it.
Right, and that's the reason why we wanted to put this into the newsletter for you, because here's the thing. This page right here is the gateway to the sales page, okay? This is the gateway to your sales page for your newsletter, which we're gonna build you and give to you next week. So remember, as I said, let me pull this up, you have this opt-in page right here, and you can create different angles for this. So this is the no Amazon angle, right? That we've used. So this would be like you might say no Amazon angle right here for this opt-in page. So that's this particular opt-in page. But we've built for you or bought from our students plenty of other opt-in pages, okay, that use different angles. For instance, here's one right here about TikTok, right? And this is a different angle. All of these opt-in pages can be used to generate leads to get people to your sales page for your newsletter. Does that make sense to everybody? Just give me a big yes if that makes sense for you. And again, we're gonna give you all these pages. We're gonna build the sales page for you, which you'll get next week. You're gonna get everything that you need. We build it all for you. So if you're new, you're in the right place because we do all of this for you. We don't charge you anything for it. We just give it to you, okay? And here's the thing. You're going to see ads starting probably, would you say tomorrow, Roger, or would it be like Saturday or something?
Are you talking about for the new opt-in page?
Yes.
Tomorrow.
Okay, so you guys are going to see ads tomorrow with me running this exact free guide on my own ads. I literally built this so that I could use it even for myself. So when people give you stuff and it's, you know, stuff they don't even use, well, I mean, what the heck is that? What good is that? You're gonna see me spending money using this angle and this ebook just like I'm giving you to do. So I'm giving you what I made for myself and you're gonna be able to use it for yourself, right? So should be really, really awesome. I'm excited about it and I hope you are too, okay? Now, let's start with topic number one of things that I was supposed to buy. I was supposed to buy some more pages, okay, from you guys tonight in terms of these opt-in pages, okay? And so what we did was we looked in the group and we saw a few that we liked, okay? So we saw a few that we liked and I wanna pull those up real quick. Let me see, I think it was just these two. Okay, a couple of pages that we liked, opt-in pages that we liked that we would like to purchase, and we are going to give these to you guys completely free, okay? So you're gonna get these pages next week. We're gonna buy them from our students. We like this page right here because this is not like huge, awesome, epic page, but look at the design. It's kind of designed like a website, like it's got the free report, the blog link. It's got a really cool little premium here that's shown. And so this looks pretty good. It's very simple. Remember that your opt-in pages need to be simple. Look how simple this is. There's not a lot to it, right? My best opt-in page for our whole company might have like 10 words on it, and that's it. So simplicity is smart. So we're gonna buy this one right here. I think Beverly made this. Beverly, you should take Ricky's place because you seem to make lots and lots of good designs, and I think you probably would fit right in. So, but Beverly, we're gonna buy this from you, and we're gonna give this to all of our students. So everybody, you're gonna get this next week. Reed says surprise. I know. Look, here's the thing. I don't have favorites, right? I go by and I just look at what looks the best, what I think is a winner. Because look, if I'm going to invest my money, okay, if I'm going to invest my money and I'm going to give these pages to you guys and say, hey, go use these for your business, don't you want me to give you the stuff that actually works? Let me know. Okay? You don't want me to just pick different people every week just to make everybody feel good. The whole point of the exercises is that you're out there doing the work, learning and getting better each week, right? But this is a really good page. Now, here's another page that's built that we're going to buy that we've never bought a page from this person. Roger, remind me of her name.
Oh man, I gotta find that.
If you have Slack, you can look.
Yeah.
It's like
it was on.
You sent it to me on Slack.
And while I'm doing that, by the way, I'll just mention I was the one that picked Beverly's landing page, so you had nothing to do with that. And Beverly, your work is great. I did not know you had a reputation of great work, but I was the one that just kind of combed through things and was like, this is a standout piece. It looks very much like a financial newsletter type. So yeah, there you go.
It looks great. And Roger, I found the who designed this. It's hopefully I say your name right, Aima Ace. So AIMA Ace. So Aima Ace. So I'm going to I'm writing down. Let's see, bought pages. So Aima Ace and then Beverly. So we're going to give each of you guys $100 for these pages. So Aima, yes, I got it. How many of you like this page? Look how cool this is. Nice little animated image here, but very clean over here. Good copy up here. Love how we laid this down here, and you got a layout here where you can put some testimonials and stuff in. Super cool page. Looks really good. Looks very professional, right? Again, just remember, don't use a bunch of images just to get attention, right? Like, you want it to make sense. Like this makes sense. This is kind of one little animated thing. It's kind of cool. It's kind of Web 2.0-ish or whatever, you know. It's a nice little twist, okay? So we're going to buy this. You will get this page next week live on the Success Connection. You'll get this page for free and this page for free. How many of you are excited about that? Just maybe yes. All right. Those pages coming your way for free. $100 each coming to both of you for these pages. All right. And there's one more I want to talk about. Okay. And I hope that it's going to load because I think that my web browser is going to crash, Roger, from these pages. Apparently,
oh, no.
Yeah, apparently, like, let's see if I can't get it back up.
Well, if your computer crashes, then I'll take the opportunity to share with everyone the Partner with Roger program.
The Partner with Roger. Everybody partner with Roger. There's everyone that works for us would like for you to now partner with them, and they would like to email you and everything. So anyway, you guys enjoy the humor. So look at this page, okay? So this page is, man, I forget who made this page. I've got your name. It says Staying Rich is your ClickFunnels page, but it's got up here. Richard Carvajal. Richard, are you on here? Just say yes in the chat box if you're here, Richard. So Richard made this page, and I have to tell you that, first of all, I mean, look, I'm not buying this page to give to everybody because, look, I believe that some people may possibly be offended by the squirrel. But here's the thing. This is actually good marketing, right? This is actually really funny, but it's also good marketing. It's the year 2020 and you don't have an internet business. Are you nuts, right? It's actually quite funny, but the reason that I pulled this out of here, okay? Facebook would not like this. And the whole reason that I pointed this out is because some of you get really creative, okay? And more than likely, if you put images like this on here, which I can see, like there's 50-50 people that are telling us they like it and that they don't like it, right? Which is probably a good reason to believe that Facebook may not be that excited about this opportunity to have this on here. But I will say this: Richard made a post, and Richard made a post that said this was the first time he had ever tried to make a page, first time he'd ever put himself out there to do something like this. And I was just reading through. I grabbed this one right before the end of right before we went live. And so here's what I'm going to do, Richard. I'm going to buy this page from you for $100, just because I want to inspire you to keep doing what you're doing. I want to inspire you to keep putting yourself out there. I want you to be inspired to know that, look, this is actually great thinking. This actually takes some thought, right? It's actually a cool little angle. It just might be too over the top. I'll give it. Everybody says they want it. How many of you want this page? Just say yes if you want it. Okay, Richard, I'm going to buy it from you. I was going to reward you just for putting yourself out there because I read your post and I thought, man, at the end of the day, I just want to inspire people and I want you to feel good about what you do. And everybody has different tastes, but everybody says they want it. So Richard, I'm going to buy it. I'm going to give it to everybody. You guys can test it. I don't know that it would actually that it's going to be allowed on Facebook, but hey, you can. My goal is really just to inspire you guys to do cool stuff, right? So that takes care of that. I've bought 3 pages, which I think are really, really cool, and the content on this is good. Here's the thing: I don't like using this in marketing. And I just want all of you to know this is just my specific point of view on this. I don't like the idea of using the coronavirus in something that's harming a lot of people, killing people every day, destroying the economy around the world in a marketing piece. Now, is what he put in here accurate? 100%. Businesses are closing, people are not earning an income. If this continues, you might be sitting at home in the future with no income too. 100% true. Just not something I would probably use in my marketing right now if I'm trying to sell something. I might tell you guys that, but that's because you're already my students. We're already here together. We're amped up. We're ready to rock and roll. We're building businesses, but I probably wouldn't put it on my marketing, right? So just be mindful of the fact that when somebody sees that word coronavirus, man, it's going to give them a really, really bad feeling inside. And we want to lift people up, not bring them down, right? But overall, Richard, this was cool. I like the page, so I'm going to buy it from you. Okay. Now, second thing. Okay, so we bought some pages. Boom. We're going to do that. We also have to buy some newsletters. But the first thing I'm going to do is I told you guys that next week you're going to get this part of your funnel right here. You're going to get the sales page, which is going to complete this funnel and make it easy for you to start selling your newsletter and start making money from this, okay? So obviously we need to have a good newsletter to start with. That's where our good friend Roger comes in, because Roger has written a newsletter for you that you are going to get for free, all because Roger loves to give us free stuff and loves to do extra work on the side just for Success Connection students. So,
yeah, buddy.
Why not, right? Why not? So let's see. Yeah, it's my browser was kind of dying there, Roger. But what I'll do, since the internet's so bad, dude, I'll pull this newsletter up right now on my computer, and I'll let you kind of walk us through it. So here we go. So guys, you're going to get this newsletter right here tonight for free, okay? And Roger, you can kind of walk us through some of the concepts on it, and everybody at the end of the webinar tonight, you're going to get this newsletter. We're going to give you the link to grab this completely free.
Yeah, absolutely. So the first thing that I did, you'll see, is the title of my newsletter. I did not take that for granted. I turned that into a headline. This is something that I would write on a Facebook ad or an email subject line to get people's attention. You could just say, hey, this is newsletter issue number 1, or you could say something that really pre-frames them and gets them excited about the content. And so I took advantage of that, and I said, hey, we're going to treat this just like a headline and say, this newsletter is about the one marketing concept that runs your entire business, and then a little caveat, whether you know it or not. I'm not going to get too much into the structure of the newsletter that I wrote because I did that last week. So we're going to quickly just go through it tonight. The first section, though, is just something personal. I made this because this is for you guys. This is for you to use. I made this as vague as possible. I just said, hey, I hope you're doing well and you're staying healthy. I said something kind of generic that I know friends have said before. Lately, I've been staying off social media and focusing on what's important in life and spending time with family, something that I felt like could apply to everyone. If I was writing this for my own personal newsletter, I would include some specific details about me. I would include how my puppy peed on our floor 3 times today. No, sorry, once on our duvet, once on our floor, and once on our couch. And I am learning so much about how to control puppy pee in this exciting day. And that's what I was doing as I was kind of going through this newsletter. And I'm kind of joking. I would put that. I would want people to know that's what I'm going through. And you know what? I'll probably have people that are dog trainers that are following that'll give me some advice on that. Some of you may be very familiar with it and maybe want to go into Success Connection. Tell me how I can get my dog to stop peeing on my couch. That'd be great.
I got one. I know how. You want me to give you a lesson?
Yeah, please.
Okay, simple. This is very easy. Put them outside and don't let them back inside.
When do I put them outside?
Oh, all the time. You go visit it and say hey to it. You leave it outside. I'm kidding. I try to put Sophie outside because she pees on everything, but Alexa won't let me do it.
Oh my God, I can believe that. Well, so
okay, go on.
Listen, that's what you get, guys, for being personal, having a personal opening. That's what you get. So I gave you something vague to work with here, but please, if anything else, rewrite this section for yourself. Get the idea of what I'm doing here, but if anything else, rewrite this section for yourself. I actually noticed some people did that when they were writing their own newsletter, so kudos to you. This is the meat. This is the next part. This is the meat of the newsletter. Remember, friends, this is what they are paying for. So there needs to be 3 things that happen here. We talked about this last week. I have my EIA formula. You need to explain a marketing concept. If you're in the internet marketing niche, you need to explain a concept. You need to illustrate that concept, which means you need to tell a story, help them understand it a little bit better, flesh it out for them, have them see it in their daily life. And then finally, and this is most important, you need to apply it. There needs to be action that they're able to take. If they just read your newsletter and it's informative and educational, they're not going to stay subscribed. But if they can take away something and they can do something in their business that day, they will stay on your newsletter. Okay, does that make sense, everybody? I can't see, I think, comments because but I'm hoping everyone is tracking with me and understanding and we're ready to go. Cool. So let me show you what I did here. I just talked about, hey, if you've ever heard of a marketing funnel before, this is the idea. I explained the concept of how a funnel works. There's the top of the funnel where a lot of people are, and then you work your way down into the funnel. And then I illustrated it, and I gave the example of McDonald's. And I showed them how when you look at the company McDonald's, they're a funnel themselves. Somebody is driving by McDonald's every day, and then further down the funnel, you have somebody who stops into the drive-through. That's fewer than the people that are driving by, but you're going to get a good amount that stop in the drive-through. And then further down the funnel, you have to get them to purchase multiple items when they're there. And then the last part of the funnel is make them a repeat customer and then make them a big fan where they come back with their entire family. So I'm essentially just illustrating the idea of what a funnel is to them. And then the last part is, how do we create a funnel in your online business? This is the apply part. So we explained the concept of the funnel. We illustrated it by talking about how McDonald's themselves are a funnel. Every business is a funnel. But lastly, this is what they're paying for. How do we create a funnel for your business? and I gave 3 very, very, very specific steps. And I think you're gonna like this, guys. I was really excited about this part. I think you're gonna like it. What I did with the action steps is I made it so that anybody can just apply it that day, do whatever they want for free without needing to purchase anything else. However, I did bake in some suggestions of how you can take your call to action to the next level. So I mentioned, hey, here's what you got to do. First step is figure out what you're going to sell. And then I give lots of options. I say, hey, sell physical products that you purchase wholesale, sell things that you make yourself, sell services you can offer. And then I mentioned the last one, maybe find an affiliate network and sell products as an affiliate. So for maybe those of you that are selling Partner with Anthony, I'm setting you up here so that you can promote Partner with Anthony at the very end. So people don't really think of you as pitching one thing. You're giving them the big idea, but you're kind of seeding it along the way as well. So that's step 1. Step 2, I said, hey, sign up for an email service account. And wouldn't you know, you have the best email service provider that you can recommend to them with your affiliate link. It's something that they need anyway. It's not a hard sell. Remember, you're giving them the tools. And then the last thing is invite people to join your email list. I specifically had this section because I know a lot of people will think, oh, I don't want to get into paid ads. They're a little too expensive. So I give some suggestions on how you can just get started without purchasing an email list or without purchasing any paid ads to grow your email list. And one of those suggestions is not to download all of the email addresses from the Success Connection webinar. It is not to do that.
Illegal.
Very illegal.
Jail time.
So anyway, that's the apply section. And then I get into a little bit of question and answer. Again, I think I mentioned this last week. If you're just getting started and maybe people haven't asked you any questions, I just Google common questions for digital marketing. And I found what is a landing page to be one of the #1 things. So I said, hey, why don't I just answer it? And then with this question and answer section, maybe subscribers will get inspired to ask me something. So I always mention, hey, feel free to ask me any questions because guys, that's how you're going to get ideas for future newsletters. Believe me, it is so helpful when people jump in and ask questions because it gives you something to talk about that they're interested in, that is going to be relevant to them. So I answered, what is the landing page? I answered, what's the best paid traffic channel to grow an email list? If you can scroll down a little bit, Anthony. So that's the question and answer section. And then the next section, I just recap. I give a summary of everything that we just covered. That's very important, guys, because a lot of people will open up your newsletter and they will scroll down to the recap section to see if they're interested. So when I write my recap section, I make it very clear. I really want to excite people because I know some of them are just going to scroll down, read the recap, and then decide if they want to read the newsletter. So the recap is a very important part that I don't take for granted. I want to excite people with it, write them like I'm writing headlines. And then the last part, very important, what's coming up next? I didn't just say, hey, here's what's coming up next. Here's the idea that I'm thinking through. I made it like you cannot survive in this business without finding out what's coming up next. And I truly believe it with the content that I'm sharing. In this particular case, I said, I have 13 ways to generate free email subscribers. And I said ethically and honestly, that was even before today. I wrote ethically and honestly in there that I'm going to share with you in our next issue. And watch this, guys. Right at the end here, I said, and one of these methods generated several hundred subscribers for me in just a few months for free. Seriously, I have yet to see any guru teach what I'm about to share with you next time, and it could be the difference between launching your business in the next month with more subscribers than you know what to do with, or wasting thousands of dollars on paid ads, getting frustrated, starting from scratch all over again. So guys, the end of this newsletter is just telling them that they have to stick around. And I got this from a guy. So we talk a lot about Agora, financial service newsletter. There's a popular guy named Ben Settle who does a lot of email marketing, and he is very, very good at teasing the next thing coming. And that guy puts, I think, a little bit more effort into what's coming up next than he does the actual newsletter. And I think that there's something to learn there. That's
open loops.
Open loops. That's perfect. Open loops keep people coming back for more. So I know, guys, I raced through that. So if anybody has any questions, but we have so much to cover tonight, I didn't want to take up as much time as I did last week.
Yeah, no, listen, if anybody has questions about this newsletter and how we write the newsletters, what we'll do is, number one, you can always put them in the Facebook group, okay? Because Roger hangs out in there in his free time. You guys know that Roger was literally brought on just to run Facebook ads, and now he's all of the, I love it. He has no free time left. He's quarantined and still running out of time. There's not enough time in the day, even though you can't even leave to eat lunch. I love it.
I'm monitoring my puppy. That's what I'm doing all day. Seriously. Jeez.
Yes, he's monitoring the pup. So am I. How many of you like this newsletter? Just give it a yes in the chat box if you like this newsletter and you want it. Here's the thing. We're going to give you this newsletter tonight for free, okay? Because you're going to be able to get access to this page, and then you'll be able to literally just go in here and download the newsletter and use the newsletter for your business, okay? And you can tell that my computer is fighting with me. Hold on. About anything and everything that has to do with ClickFunnels for some reason. Let's see. There we go. Back to normal. Okay, so from this page, just so you all know, okay, you're going to have this particular page, but you're also going to have 7 other pages that we've bought from students, okay, plus the 3 pages I just bought tonight. That's 10 pages plus mine, so 11 pages that you can start with as your opt-in page, okay? You can put this free ebook here on any of them if you want to, so you can mix and match and kind of build your own little thing from it. You can kind of make it what you want to make it, right? But you get access to all of this tonight completely free. You'll get this ebook tonight completely free, and you'll get the newsletter from Roger tonight completely free. A couple of other things that we have to do really fast before we, and I got a huge surprise for you guys you're gonna friggin' love. So I know I'm running a little bit late, but we did some extra stuff for you because we know that a lot of you around the world are going to be quarantined, you're gonna be in your home a lot, you're not gonna be out as much, and we wanna give you just like, make it so easy for you to find what you want and so easy for you to access the things that you wanna access. So we've done something really, really time consuming for you this week. You're gonna love it, so hang tight, give me about 5 minutes to go through the rest of this. I'm gonna share it with you, and I think you're gonna appreciate what we did. There'll be big props to Nick Lewis for doing this for us because it's gonna be really awesome, okay? All right, so in looking at what we've done, there's also some newsletters that were written, okay? Let's see, there are a couple of newsletters, and I think there's actually one more, hold on. Have to find it. Where'd it go? 1 second, there we go. Okay, so I also asked you guys to write some newsletters, okay? And I said, hey, if you'll write some newsletters, then what we'll do is we'll buy those newsletters and give those newsletters to people so that you can send out. So in other words, that way all of you can have multiple newsletters already done for you to get started. This is a newsletter that was written. Marketing Magic, your official newsletter providing tips and tricks on how to grow your online business. Let's talk about Pinterest, right? I thought this was pretty cool because a lot of people have questions about Pinterest, but they don't really know how to use it. That I would be one included. This is an example of building a newsletter actually on a page, which you can do. So you can write your newsletters on web pages just like this and deliver them just like this, so that they can be a little more design heavy, right? So you can do this in multiple ways, but nevertheless, you can also just copy the content from this. But you can see how this is written down. There's a big outline of what's coming next in next week's edition. And you can see there's some good images and imaging on this. you can see a lot of time was spent going through this and turning it into what it is, right? And then what I want to show you is this, and this is what I really like about newsletters, and this is why I think it's so important for you guys to really grasp this. You're going to sell somebody access to your newsletter, okay? So you're going to sell somebody access to your newsletter. How many of you have Partner with Anthony? Type number 5 in if you have the Partner with Anthony program. I'm going to give you an example. Okay, so tons and tons and tons, and probably everybody. Okay, probably everybody has Partner with Anthony. $7. I don't know many people that don't have it. Okay, so let's just assume everybody has it. If you don't have it, you can get it later. It's not a big deal. But here's the thing: you do realize, okay, that you pay me $7, okay, to buy that program. And then once you get inside of that program, I say to you, hey, you probably need an autoresponder. Why don't you grab GetResponse? You realize that you pay me to then turn around and sell you something else. How many of you understand this? Just say yes. Now, that sounds really bad, right? It sounds really crappy. It sounds like, man, Anthony, you are a crappy person. That's not true, because what we're doing is we're teaching, okay, we're educating, but in the process of that, you've also got to have, like, sometimes there's things that you need, like you're going to need, specific types of software, and you're going to need specific types of training and specific tools and things. And so there's nothing wrong when somebody buys something from you with turning around and saying, hey, by the way, you should go get this, and having an affiliate link in there so that you make money doing it. Does that make sense to everybody? So your newsletters, when people buy those newsletters from you, okay, there's nothing wrong with hinting to the fact that they might need to get some other tools, which you can see was done right here. You can see that there's the free trial, and they said, look, put in any of these links here for email providers. That way you can get credit for it. So I'm going to buy this newsletter so that you can use this to send out to your students and to the people that buy from you once you launch your business. Of course, it looks like Beverly did this one too. Beverly would probably come cheaper if I were to just retain her than to keep paying her every single week multiple times. So it's true, but this is good. This is a good page. Another thing, we saw this one. I actually don't know who created this one. I think Roger gave me the link to this one, but I thought this one was really nice because of the way it broke things up. Right? Says this one is specifically talking about focus on Facebook. Facebook is the whale of social media. And it kind of, what I liked about this one is it's breaking up, okay, the sections, just like Roger taught you to do. Focus on Facebook. Now it's your turn. Grab a piece of paper. If you had to create a weekly content schedule for your niche, what would it be? And this is kind of like an actionable step. Like you can literally go in here and say, okay, well, Monday I would do this, Tuesday I would do that, Wednesday I would do this. And then the FAQ, again, question and answers. Teasing what's coming up next week, summarizing, and then giving a bonus tip. So it looks like Tara did this one. I really like this because it breaks things down in sections, right? Which I feel like is probably one of the most important things that you can do if you're trying to keep people, okay, from kind of getting information overload, right? And that's obviously what we're trying to do, is keep them from getting information overload. All right, so how many of you like this one? See a big yes? All right, very good. I see lots and lots and lots of yeses. Very, very good. Okay, so you're gonna get this newsletter and this newsletter next week for free. All right, so I'm gonna buy those two for $100. So we're gonna buy this page for you, this page for you, this newsletter for you, and this newsletter for you all next week. Does that make sense to everybody? Is everybody good with that? Yes? So all of those things coming to you next week completely free. This is the opt-in pages and the newsletter pages. All of those are done. I'm just checking off my list. Let's see, buying the newsletters, giving Roger's newsletter. Okay, so we've got most everything wrapped up and done here. I've bought 4 assets that I'm going to give you next week. This page, this page, this page, and this page. Now I want to show you something that we've done for you that's that I think you guys are gonna, oh, by the way, I'm sorry, I bought 3 pages. Somebody said, don't forget the nuts. I apologize. There we go. We're also buying this page. Okay. I love it. Bob Weaver, I did not see Jody's newsletter. If you can, put a link in the chat box for me. I'll check it out before we hop off. There's so many of them. Like, I went through as many as I could. Okay, so there's something else that we did for you guys. Okay, I think you're gonna like it. I hope you love it. We're about to see. Okay, so let me find the page that I want to give you, which I think is this one. Yeah. Okay. So you guys know this is your is Anthony nuts for buying that page? Okay. All the pun intended. Okay, so you guys know this is your Success Connection resource page, right? Everybody knows this is the resource page. All of you that are new, this is the Success Connection resource page. This is the, I'll give you the password to this page in a minute. And on this page, you can come here and you can get anything and everything you want. You want the Partner with Anthony program, you can get it right here. You want to join our Success Connection Facebook group, which is epic and awesome. You go right here, you click join now, boom, you can join the Facebook group and you're good to go, okay? Obviously, I love when you leave me comments on my YouTube videos. So if you could do that, that would be great. But this is the totally different thing. Okay, down here, do you guys see these businesses that I've created for you? The 8-figure funnel formula book business, okay? The Inboxer Academy business. I've created the 7-figure email strategies business, the Partner with Anthony business, the YouTube business, the Instagram profits business, the challenge business, the done for you funnel business, and now most recently, the newsletter business. These are all businesses I created for you. You can download the assets to all of those businesses tonight. That means all the landing pages, all the free ebooks, all of that stuff. You can download it tonight for free. However, how many of you are new and don't have all of those businesses right now? Just say yes if that's you. You don't have every single business. Okay. Well, check out what Nick Lewis did for you guys this week while at home quarantined. What we did was inside of your Morrison education portal, which all of you should have access to, if you go to the Success Connection product, you will notice that the Success Connection product now has a link up here that says free businesses. And when you click on the free businesses, you will see the monthly newsletter business, the Done For You Funnel Club business, the 14-day challenge. All of the businesses are listed here. Now, let's say you want to go through all the training to get your Instagram business started and live. You click this, and look at this. In descending order, or ascending, you go through every single training. Here's the first training when we started building your Instagram business. Here's the second training where we started building the Instagram business. And look, here's all the trainings and all of the notes from every single session that it took to build your Instagram business. Okay, so now you can watch all these trainings right here, okay, and then you can simply download all of the funnels for your Instagram business. Here it is, right here. So instead of downloading all these funnels and not knowing where the training is that goes with it, now you can download all the funnels and go through all the trainings yourself. And they're all put together for you, and it took forever to do it because there are a lot of them, right? So Nick put all this together for you. So if you're in the Facebook group, please say thank you to Nick because it took him hours and hours and hours. I did not even ask him to do this. He did it on his own, okay? That's the kind of people that I love having on my team. You want your 14-day challenge business, you click this button. Here's every single training and all the notes for that business. So if you download that business and all those funnels and all those assets, you can now jump right into the training without any hesitation and without having to search for it. It'll all be there for you for every single business that we've created for you. And it'll continue to be updated that way as we go forward, right? So pretty cool stuff. Make sure you say thanks to Nick inside of the Facebook group so that he can see it, because he won't see it here on the webinar. All right. So we went over a little bit tonight. And don't forget about going in and taking advantage of the categorization of the training, because it is all set up and ready to go. So look, this is your page here, okay, for your assets. This is where you guys are going to get to download all this stuff tonight. So let me just go through it really quick and we'll wrap things up. Obviously, if you want to get partner with Anthony and don't have it, there's a link for you to do that. There's a link for you to join our Facebook group. This is our Facebook group right here. Okay, look, I got a notice for myself. This is our Facebook group, and you can see that there are a ton of members in this Facebook group, 17,000. It's completely free, okay, completely free for you to be able to join this group, okay? So all you've got to do is go in here, connect with people, talk to people. I go live in the group. You'll notice I was live. This was earlier today, kind of crappy internet, I think. But I was live today. I was live yesterday. So there's tons of times where I'm in here live. And so obviously it would be great for you guys to join the Facebook group, okay? Additionally, our YouTube channel, we would love for you to click here and go to YouTube and just leave me a comment on my first YouTube video. In fact, I'll show you real fast what that looks like. When you click here, it'll take you here. You'll want to subscribe, so click the subscribe button. And then it would be epic if you could leave me a comment on this video, okay? So you just click read more, and then leave me some comments here on this particular video if you don't mind, okay? This is an exercise. I'm going to tell you why I want you to do this in just a minute, okay? So it'd be awesome if you did that for me. I would be greatly appreciative. Also, ClickFunnels. If you don't have ClickFunnels, then you do need to get ClickFunnels, because that's how we build all of these pages. How many of you do not have ClickFunnels? Type the number 5 in if you do not have ClickFunnels, okay? So I see Thaddeus, Edward, Juan, June, Giovanni, Anthony, that's a great name. Christy, Michael, Stephanie, Richard, Michelle, Kenny, Sharon, and then there's quite a few of you, okay? I think that that's probably because a lot of you are new students. Okay, if you do not have ClickFunnels, you need to get it. You can get it completely free right here. All you got to do is click this link and you can sign up for ClickFunnels. It's a completely free trial for like 2 weeks or so. But all of these pages, when you click like these download buttons to download these funnels, they're all in ClickFunnels. So that means they're all in this software right here. The good thing about ClickFunnels, okay, is that it lets you get all of my funnels completely free. When you click these links, okay, like this download link here, it instantly puts all of these funnels into your account. They're yours, you own them, we don't control them, we can't see them, we can't edit them, we can't do anything with them, they're yours, okay? But you've got to have those funnels in order to continue to build all these businesses. So we need you to have ClickFunnels. It's not specifically because we want to get you to buy more stuff, but you do have to have the tools to run your business, right? And we can't make excuses that are going to stop us from progress. And so at the end of the day, ClickFunnels is something that you just simply need. I use it. I have thousands of funnels in mine. And if it's good enough for my business, I think it should be good enough for yours. So if you don't have ClickFunnels, grab it tonight so that you can get started, okay? And that you can actually get these funnels. Then what I want you to do after you get ClickFunnels, or if you've already got it, scroll all the way down to the bottom. And you'll see right here it says Your Newsletter Business. This is where you can download all the opt-in pages. This is where you can now download the Amazon book. So you can download this book completely free. Then it will belong to you and you can give it away, okay, of yours. And then this is where you will get access to Roger's newsletter. Does everybody see those 3 things right there? Just say yes if you see those 3 things right there, okay? All right, just give me a big yes. All right, so everybody knows where it is. It's at the very bottom because we've kind of got it, you know, where we put the newest stuff on the bottom. Now, once you download that, if you are a new student, feel free to go download the rest of the businesses, because there are a ton of businesses in here that you can download that we've built, just like we built this newsletter business. So go download them. It doesn't cost you anything to download these businesses. It's free. Okay, and once you download, like let's just say you want the Inboxer Academy, you download all of these, then just simply go into your members area, go to free businesses, and then go through here, and you can find the Inboxer Academy training, and then watch the videos on how to build that business out and how to run that business. Does that make sense to everybody? Just say yes. Okay, very good. So it's very, very simple now for all of you that are new to get all these businesses, but then also be able to spend some time watching the training on how to use them, right? So that's my whole point. Now, here's the only caveat to this. These download buttons for all of these businesses here only work, okay? They only work until tonight at midnight, all right? Tonight at midnight, they stop working. Why do they stop working tonight at midnight? Because, as I've mentioned already, there are very unethical people in this world, and they take my stuff and they post it on the internet and they give people access to these things for free. But that's not what we allow. We don't allow that. So every Thursday, we unlock it for our students and we lock all the links down at midnight. Does that make sense to everybody? Okay, it's in Pacific Standard Time. So I give you the longest possible chance. But at 12 Pacific Standard, the page cuts off and you cannot download these funnels anymore until next Thursday. So please download the ones that you need, okay, tonight, because I want you to be able to work on this. Most specifically, go down here and download the ones for the newsletter business. Do not let this pass you by tonight. Get that downloaded tonight, okay? Now, how do you get to this page? I'm going to give you the link to this page in just a second, but I'm going to ask you guys to do something for me, okay? And I'm going to tell you what we're doing next week, and I'm hoping I'm hoping that you'll support me and you'll be here next week, okay? What we are going to do is we're going to do a fundraiser to help people and families who have been affected by this ridiculously terrible disaster that's hit the world. Now, does that mean that I'm going to ask you to donate money? Absolutely not. What I'm going to ask you to do next week, live on the Success Connection, is leave a comment on a specific YouTube video that I put out that's going to reach out to people and let people know that we want to help them. In leaving those comments and shares and likes and all that stuff, it's going to help that video go viral. It's going to help more people see it, and it's going to help us reach more people that we can help. So what we're going to do is next week, if you show up here, you're going to be able to help contribute to a massive donation that we're going to be able to give to hopefully a lot of people that need it. All right, we're going to donate money for every single comment, every single like, every single share that happens on that video, and hopefully the video will go viral. There's nothing for sale on the video. There's no in-game to the video. There's no money made by the video. I'm not turning on ads on YouTube so they can pay me for the video. It is literally just to reach people and to help people. So make sure that you are here next Thursday, and you can help contribute to what we're going to put together over the course of the week, and we think will be a really awesome opportunity to help other people. Okay, so let me give you the link to this, and just make sure that you are here next week so we can all do that together. The donations will be made on behalf of the Success Connection community, so it will be made on behalf of all of us, not on behalf of just myself. I'll do the donating of the money, but it will be made on behalf of all of you who are showing up here each and every week and doing the best that you can to better yourselves and to be more successful and to help other people. So here's the link to get your funnels for free tonight, to get all that free stuff tonight. You'll go to this link right here, go.vsc.com/funnel. So go.vsc.com/funnel. The password tonight, it's pretty simple, book. The password tonight is book because obviously we got the free book and we took care of the free book for you tonight. And got that put out. So that is the link. This is the password. The password is book. So go.vsc.com/funnel. Type in the password book. Here's what I'm going to do. For those of you that join our Facebook group tonight and go leave me a comment in the Facebook group tonight, I'm going to, as soon as I get off here in just a little while, I'm going to look on there and pick somebody and give away another $100. So how do you win $100? Get on the Facebook group. Very simple. We'll get you approved in just a minute. And leave me a comment. What I want you to do is say one word of positivity to everybody in the group. Give them a positive. Doesn't have to be stupid quotes that you download off the internet. Just give people some positive reinforcement. Say something positive in the group. I'm going to pick one person, give away $100 here before I go to bed tonight, just as my way of saying thank you for staying engaged and helping other people. For now, what I want you to do is go to this link. It's go.thsc.com/funnel. Okay, so go.thsc.com/funnel. The password is booked, B-O-O-K. All right, this page will be open until midnight Pacific Standard Time. When you get here, obviously you can join our Facebook group. It makes sense. Make sure that you get ClickFunnels and you download all of these funnels tonight so that we can make sure that you have everything that you need next week when we are live here again on the Success Connection. Look, I want to thank all of you for being here, and I want to encourage all of you to keep your head up, stay positive, realize that this thing, it's going to end, it too will pass, and truly stay focused each and every day on who you're going to be and where you're going to be when this thing is over with and when life is back to normal. Think of the things that you can do today to make your life better and make your life more successful and make your life more yours, like yours, the one you can control when all of this is over with. I'm telling you right now, this moment in time, it's going to create a lot of havoc for a lot of people. We're going to lose a lot of lives. We already have. A lot of people are going to lose their jobs. Many already have. There's a lot of bad that's going to come from this. But remember that every bad situation, you can make a good situation. You can turn it into a positive. You can turn it into a driving force in you. Like I said, there's no better motivation than reasons. And this moment in time right now is reason enough for every single one of you to stay motivated and to push as hard as you possibly can to learn the things that you need to learn and to implement the things that we're teaching you. So many people watch as if this is like entertainment. This is not entertainment. There is no entertainment value of anything that I'm doing. This is all education. You have to learn, and then you have to implement. You have to fail a few times so that you can succeed. And you got to quit making excuses that stop you from ever failing the first time, that stop you from ever getting to that success. You've got to press the go button, people. You can't just sit around watching. You can't get in the car and be like, wow, this is a really awesome ass car. This is really cool. You've got to get in the car and press on the gas pedal, right? You can't just have somebody teach you how to drive the damn car. You've got to actually do it. And if you don't, you won't be successful, and all you'll do is sit around looking at how cool it is that other people are doing it. My advice to you and my lesson to you tonight is do the things that we're teaching. Implement what you are learning. Press the go button, whatever you want to call it, but make it happen, because that is how you can be successful, and you can't be successful any other way, okay? So with that said, go to the link, go.thsc.com/funnel. Type in the password book, okay? Type in the password book, and then you'll be able to download all of your assets. Get ClickFunnels if you don't have it. Make sure you join our Facebook group, download all your funnels. Inside of the Facebook group, leave us a positive comment and give a shout out to Nick, because Nick spent a lot of time this week putting that together for you guys, all that training, which is all accessible right inside of your Morrison education platform and portal. So make sure you join that, and that you look at all those trainings and give Nick a big shout out. And again, thanks Roger for being here. I think he's still on here. I haven't looked.
I'm always on here, man.
Oh, you are. Well, you're quarantined too, so it's not like you have anywhere to be here tomorrow. So. I mean, we can stay a little late. But
hey, even when I'm not a special guest, I'm still on here.
He's a special guest. He's not the special guest tonight. He's just a recurring guest. When you come back 2 and 3 times in a row, my friend, you're no longer special. You're just part of the program. So it's the way that it is. I love it. I love it. Listen, we'll keep doing what we do, guys, for all of you. You just keep staying engaged and staying positive. Go to the Facebook group. Leave us some comments. Like I always say, have a great weekend, have a safe weekend. Most importantly, have a safe weekend. Teach people, tell people, social distancing. Tell these damn millennials and these people that are just absolutely stupid out here hanging out, partying on the beach, to get their butts inside. And so the faster we all come together and we stop going out and we stop doing dumb stuff, the faster we're going to beat this thing, right? So do your part, and then tell other people to do their part. And I look forward to seeing you all next week right here, same place, same time on the Success Connection. Take care, everybody. Good night. Go to the Facebook group, do your homework. We'll see you next week. Take care, everybody.